Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing some toy hunting at an absolutely ridiculous amount of GameStops. Now alright guys, let's get this toy hunting started off here. Now honestly, I was pretty impressed with all the GameStops I went to. I don't normally hunt at GameStop for toys. It's just nothing I don't normally stop at. Now, most of the places I went had a great selection of Pops, fully stocked. They had a nice selection of Star Wars The Black Series. A couple of the stores had pretty nice Marvel Legends choices, but you know, I don't know. I'm probably going to add this to my repertoire of stores I stop at now. You know, one thing was for sure though with all the stores I stopped at, with the extra 50% off sale for clearance items, some of the stores had just been absolutely hit hard in the clearance sections, and other ones had a lot of great choices. Now GameStop number 2 was actually one of my local GameStops. They had some items there I had been looking at, so I was really happy that they were still there and still on clearance. I ended up picking up the TIE Fighter pilot there, as well as some of the vintage collection figures. The TIE Fighter pilot, I just absolutely was glad to add that to my collection. I actually got the Stormtrooper mini bust that they did last year on their 50% off sale. So now I got the TIE Fighter pilot. Hopefully they'll do another Imperial Trooper and I'll just keep adding those to my collection. Here we'll go. We'll just get a little bit closer look here at the TIE Fighter pilot. General Giant always does such a good job with their busts. They look so good sitting on top of a desk or in a shelf. And I am just always happy to add one to my collection for a good deal. GameStop number 3 is the GameStop at my local mall. They never really have anything there. They were pretty hit hard like usual. If you were into the Overwatch figures, they had quite a few of the Overwatch figures. And the regular action figures that weren't on sale were fully stocked. They don't seem to move too much product here. And they had a really cool couple Funko cereal boxes too. Now that Thanos and this Death Eater statue are something I definitely wish they would have had on their clearance. Now this GameStop didn't have the usual column of stuff they set up with all clearance. Their clearance was just on a back wall. And that's the first time I actually ever seen that at GameStop, so that shows you how much I go to GameStop. They did have a very nice the Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure for the video game. It was really cool to see that in person. They had plenty of them, so maybe hit up your local GameStop if you had that. My GameStop didn't have it, but this one in Columbus did. And again, the GameStop here had a very nicely stocked Funko Pop wall. I'm really going to have to start hitting these up when I'm looking for certain Pops. GameStop number 5 here was on High Street in Columbus. They probably had the absolute smallest selection of action figures of any of the GameStops I stopped at. They had a couple different ones though. It was cool to see. They had a very cool Deadpool figure here in the display case. But other than that, I mean, they were pretty much a true game store that focused on video games. GameStop number 6 here probably had the largest selection of Funko Pops of any of the GameStops I stopped at. They were absolutely packed. They had a lot of cool Mega Man ones and a pretty cool Spider-Man one. And you know, I go to these stores and I see the Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary ones, and I'm probably going to have to add the plain crazy Mickey Mouse Pop to my collection too. This GameStop also had one of the better clearance selections out of the GameStops I stopped at too. They had some pretty cool Star Wars stuff. They had, a lot of Overwatch stuff like the other ones. But I was able to add some more of the vintage collection figures to my collection, and I picked up a not a real Lego but a fake Lego of the Pokemon series to get for my brother too. This GameStop also had a lot of higher end premium figures. They had a lot of the Dragon Ball Z ones, and their statue case had a lot of different statues in it than some of the other GameStops I had stopped at. Alright everyone, so here's my haul of figures I got. I'm pretty happy with the vintage collection figures I picked up, considering this is a line of figures that after they re-released them I was like, they're mostly repacks. I'm probably not going to get any of them. But with the additional 50% off on them, I just could not pass, and I had to pick them up. So as you can tell, I got quite a few of them. As long as they were in good shape when I saw them at the store, I ended up picking them up just because I could not pass on them. So as you guys are starting to come to know, I really like these Funko Mystery Minis, and I was able to pick up quite a few of those to add to the collection with the sale too. So as you guys can see, I picked up quite a few the vintage collection figures, picked up some Funko Blind Box figures from The Empire Strikes Back. Super pumped about those. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you.